It's just after 11 p.m. and we've been flying over the city of Cairo for several minutes. The city appears huge, which is not surprising as nearly 25 million people live here, a quarter of the Egyptian population. We now have a 30-kilometer taxi ride from the airport to the hotel. In the morning when we open the curtains, what a magnificent view. We contemplate the Great Pyramid, the only remaining member of the 7 wonders of the ancient world still standing. Here we are on the Giza plateau in front of the north face of Khufu's pyramid, better known under the Greek name of Cheops. The plateau is now almost encircled by the modern world and dominates the city. But all you have to do is turn around and the magic of Egypt is there in front of your eyes. About 4,500 years ago, the first pyramid was built to be the tomb of Cheops, the second pharaoh of the 4th dynasty. The pyramid is 230 meters on each side, 137 meters high, but was originally 146 meters high. Giza Plateau is a vast necropolis, with the 3 pyramids being the most majestic tombs. To the west and south of Cheops Pyramid are the tombs of senior officials and members of the royal family. The pyramid required transporting and cutting and placing 2,340,000 blocks of limestone, each weighing 2.5 tons. 2,000 tons of granite were used to build the pyramid, which came from the Aswan quarry 900 kilometers south of Giza. No one knows exactly how the pyramids were built, as no text has been found describing their construction. The original entrance to Cheops Pyramid is 15 meters above ground, but visitors enter today by an entrance which was made by looters 1,200 years ago. Inside Cheops Pyramid, archaeologists found 3 funeral chambers. Only one sarcophagus, made of granite and open, was found in the upper chamber, but of course the mummy had disappeared. Cheops Pyramid has been studied intensely since the 17th century, but a new technique, muon tomography, was used in November 2017 and a huge cavity was discovered inside the pyramid. The experts are not all agreed on the orientation of this cavity, but they all agree on the size of the hole being the size of a passenger jet. However, it's a mystery as to its origin. On the east side of the Cheops Pyramid, you find the most important archaeological features. The 3 pyramids of the Queens, the remains of the mortuary temple, and the 3 bark pits. Here we can see a part of the basalt stone pavement of the mortuary temple and another bark pit. On the south side, a solar bark made of cedar wood was discovered in pieces measuring 43 meters long. It is known as the solar bark of Cheops and can be seen in its own museum. 100 meters to the west of Cheops Pyramid is Khephran's pyramid, who was the son of Cheops, also known as Khafre. We know little about Khephren or his reign, and we do not know why he succeeded his half-brother Diedfre instead of Diedfre's son. To the extreme south of the Giza plateau is a small pyramid of Mykerinos, or Menkaure, who was Khephren son. No mummies of pharaohs were found in the three pyramids. The pyramid of Khephren, or Khepre, or Khefra, is almost as tall as that of his father, but the sides are a little shorter. It is 8 centimeters short of a perfect square. The pyramid of Menkaure, better known under the Greek name of Mykerinos, is only a tenth of the volume of Cheops pyramid, and was the last pyramid built in Giza. The reign of Mykerinos ends the chapter of the large pyramids being built in Egypt. The pyramid of Khephren is the only pyramid of Giza which has conserved on the summit a part of the outer coating made from limestone, which originally covered all three pyramids. This white, smooth coating would have shone in the sun. This is what the Giza plateau would have looked like at the end of the 5th dynasty. Each pyramid has its own funeral complex built on the same model. The lower temple is where the deceased king is mummified. This process guarantees that the king will live forever along with his artifacts placed with him in his tomb. A covered causeway leads to the funeral temple or upper temple. Behind this upper temple is the pyramid, which is the tomb for the deceased king where he will rest in peace forever. As you walk round the Giza plateau, you can see a large number of ruins which are not always easy to identify. This is the entrance to the upper temple of Khephren, but you wouldn't know it as there's no information. This is what it would have looked like originally, and what it looks like today. We're now going down the south side of the Cheops pyramid to visit the Sphinx. The lion with a man's head is 73 meters long and 20 meters tall. It's 4,500 years old. The body of the animal was carved out of a single block of limestone which made up the plateau. But this marly limestone is not good quality, and so the head, which was carved in a layer of harder limestone, has better withstood time. The front feet were man-made, and originally the statue was plastered and painted. But which pharaoh was the model for the Sphinx? Khephren or Cheops? Who built it, and what was its purpose? Again, there is no definitive answer. It's been excavated from the sand several times, which perhaps has protected it from total erosion. The water table humidifies the limestone, which degrades the Sphinx continually. The neck and chest are very fragile, and without continuous care, the head of the Sphinx is likely to fall off one day. We shall now leave the Sphinx. It appears to be the guardian of the pyramids, while looking at the changing world around it for over 45 centuries. The next episode will be Memphis and Saqqara.